Well, hello everyone, and thanks for joining us for another episode of GC Community Chat. This is episode number 506, and it is November 19th, 2020. We hope you're all safe and doing well. As you can see, I'm by myself tonight. Mike's taking the night off. Tonight, we are happy to welcome back Garden City Mayor Randy Walker. He'll be here shortly to talk about the rise in the COVID numbers and what we all can do to get those numbers down. He'll also answer any questions you may have and much more. We're also hoping to hear from our good friend Joe Bartley, owner of J&J Taxes and More, and also the treasurer of the GCBA, that's the Garden City Business Alliance, wants to mention an event that the GCBA is hosting coming up in November 28th, so stay tuned for that. But first up will be Doppler Tom with the latest weather forecast for us and what the holiday weekend might look like. He might be able to give us a long-range forecast there. Also, I'm going to mention some small businesses like we did last week that are in the Garden City Business Alliance, and hope that you'll show them your support on Small Business Saturday, November 28th. Not only that day, but every day. So grab your favorite beverage and join us for the next hour or so, live from Garden City, Michigan. Should be a good one. Like I said, this is show number 506. It's Thursday, November 19th, 2020. I am your host, Kerry, and also joining me tonight, my co-host, Doppler Tom Iwinski. How you doing, Doppler Tom?
I'm doing well. A little windy the last few days.
Yeah, for sure. Hey, we want to thank all of our listeners and followers of the show who tuned in every Thursday night from not only here in our hometown, the Garden City, but several surrounding communities as well. We want you to know your support is greatly appreciated, so please continue to watch, share, and listen. And remember, if your community has any events or announcements coming up or canceled due to COVID-19, we want you to send that information to us. You can email the details to us at gccommunitychat@gmail.com, or you can contact us through our website at gccommunitychat.com, and we'll be more than happy to announce that information for you. Okay, we have a lot to get to tonight, and remember, if you have any questions or comments for the mayor tonight, be sure to type them in the comments section if you're watching us live on Facebook, or you can text them to 734-788-9319, and we'll do our best to get those answered for you. Okay, we're going to get Tom in here now with the latest check of the weather, and then we'll spend some time chatting with Garden City Mayor Randy Walker, so stand by. Okay, let's do a check on weather with Doppler Tom. Let's see what he has in store for the rest of this week and the weekend coming up. Tom, take it away. Yeah, been kind of windy out there, but today was nice. I mean, it was warm.
Oh, yeah, it's been a roller coaster kind of weather week. I mean, over the weekend, we saw a windstorm move through. Some of those wind gusts were well over 60 miles per hour. I mean, it was a wicked Sunday out there with a lot of high winds.
For sure.
And then it kind of transitioned into a cooler pattern, and then it kind of got a little warmer, like you said, today. But you were saying, the winds came back today. They weren't as strong as they were on Sunday, but they were still gusting, bringing in that warmer weather.
Right.
And as we talk about the future weather, as we get into the rest of tonight, temperatures will remain into the 40s. We're in the 50s right now, and they'll go into the mid to upper 40s. So not getting too cold tonight. And then as we get into Friday, temperatures are going to again move into the lower 60s. So another milder day out there, just like today. And a whole lot of sunshine. So we're going to see a lot more sunshine out there. And as we get into the weekend, it's going to start cooling down this weekend behind this system. So tomorrow will be the last milder day for the foreseeable future. I don't really see any more milder air out there.
Oh, boy.
And on Sunday, we're going to go back into the 40s. So probably upper 40s for highs. But Saturday will be dry. But then as we get into Sunday, that's when our next system will be moving into our neck of the woods. And we'll probably see a whole bunch of wild weather on a Sunday. Temperatures are probably going to be into the lower 40s for the majority of the day. But into that early morning hour, we'll probably see temperatures into the 30s. So I'm thinking that we'll probably see a little bit of snow in the morning hours, and then a lot of that will transition into all rain as we get into the warmer periods of the day. So yeah, we saw a little bit of snow this week during the morning hours. We'll probably see a little bit more, but the good news is that it won't really accumulate much, and it won't really stick around that long because of the warming temperatures. But this is the time of year where sometimes you wake up and you see a little dusting of snow out there, and then it goes away, and then unfortunately it really starts to kind of increase the amount of times you see that, and then it's always out there. But we don't have to talk about that just yet. We don't want to really get into that just yet.
Yeah.
But the good news is that I don't really see that happening quite yet. So that's some great news. But we'll probably see a little bit of mix during the morning hours, and then the majority of the day we'll see some on and off light to moderate rain, and it will be a cold rain at that. And then as we get into next week, I see another kind of a consistent pattern really developing. We're going to see temperatures staying on the cool side as we get into next week. Probably the majority of next week will remain in the 40s for high temperatures, and the low temperatures will probably be into the 30s, so right around freezing or below it, definitely for the overnight lows. Precip wise, we're definitely going to see a little bit of precip next week, definitely. After Sunday's event, we're going to see a little bit of a break on Monday, and Monday will be a dry day with temperatures in the lower 40s. And then as we get into Tuesday and into Wednesday, that's when we'll see our next round of rain really move in. A lot of that won't really get in until late on Tuesday, continue on and off Tuesday night and into Wednesday as well. A little bit of rain on and off. I don't really expect many impacts with it. Temperatures for the majority of that event, for a lot of that event, unfortunately, will be above freezing. So I don't really see much rain. I mean, excuse me, snow. So a lot of that precip will be rain. So that's going to be some good news. I don't really see that transitioning into the white stuff. I don't even want to talk about that word yet because a lot of people don't even want to hear it.
No.
So the good news is that event won't see any. And then Thanksgiving itself will be a dry one, probably getting up to the upper 40s for high temperatures. So that will be a nicer, little bit of a warm up, if you will. And as we get into Black Friday and into that weekend as well, the end of November, I see another dry pattern developing. So Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday all look dry. It looks a little bit on the cooler side again, with temperatures into the mid to upper 40s for high temperatures, with a mix of clouds and sun on each of those days. So could be worse. We're definitely going to be dealing with dry weather. So if you're traveling, it'll be good. If you're going to be out and about, that'll be good as well. So that's some good news on that front as well. And that pattern is really going to be consistent as we start the month of December. Temperatures into the start of December are going to kind of stay on that chilly side. Again, probably 40s for highs and 30s for lows. So we're not dropping out at the bottom just yet.
Good.
But yes, we'll probably see more cool downs as we get more into December, obviously. But we're not there quite yet. We're just going to see a little bit of a chillier pattern move in. So we're going to hopefully slowly get into it. And we'll probably, this fall has been seeing some crazy wild temperatures where you see some milder days and then some cooler days really consistently after it for a couple weeks. And then you see a few more days where it gets mild. That would not surprise me if that happened into December as well. So we'll kind of hope for that as well.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not talking 70 degrees, but
right.
we'll take any little bit of warmth, if you will, 50s or 60s. I wouldn't be surprised if that happened. So hopefully we'll see a few more milder days out there before we get into the new year. So we'll keep you updated on that front. Okay. And other than that, expanding outward and quickly talking about some other weather across the country, there honestly isn't much to talk about. So that's some good news. I mean, the hurricane season, we did see another hurricane out there, and it did affect, again, Central America. They had a double strike with hurricanes, unfortunately. So they've been dealing with that for the last few weeks out there. The good news is that as of right now, it is fairly quiet out there. So we're kind of catching our breaths right now because we're hopefully nearing the end of hurricane season. Officially, it ends on the 30th
Wow,
of
let's
November, but we'll see how that goes. But the good news is that as of right now, it's fairly quiet, so we'll take it because we definitely want to close the book on that.
Yes.
The wildfire season is obviously going to be continuing, but the good news right now, weather-wise, is that there isn't much really hampering the efforts. There's a lot of favorable weather conditions across the West right now to really, hopefully they can get a lot more handle on those. Obviously they are, but even more on top of what they're doing. So that's hopefully something they can do as well, because as of right now, the weather is fairly quiet. So that's always a plus. They always take advantage of that. And the last event I have to talk about, I didn't talk about it last week, but I should have, is there was another SpaceX launch over on the weekend on Sunday, the 15th. And this is another crew mission. There's 4 astronauts that went on this rocket, and they're now on the International Space Stations. And they're going to do probably 6 months, I believe, on the International Space Station, and then come back. And this is kind of what SpaceX and NASA did before when they sent the 2 astronauts up. This is another one where it's a big test, and they're doing very well. I mean, there haven't been any issues to really think of. So that's some great news. And this will eventually be the stepping stool to really get to the moon, back to the moon and to Mars over the next few years. So we'll keep you updated on that front. So I just wanted to bring some happier news into the world, because that's always exciting.
It is,
in my opinion.
Oh, I enjoy watching that.
Always talking about how we can advance space and
hopefully
bring the world back together, and to really talk about that at times. So I'll keep you updated on that in the future as well. But if you want to keep tuned to all my local weather information, just go to my website, DopplerTomsWeather.com, and it will keep you updated as we get into, dare I say, winter.
Winter. Yeah, Don Nicholson's in there watching. He says he lost the roof on his carport during that wind.
I know, the wind was wicked.
Yeah, so we want to say hi to a few people that are in there. Sherry Lynn Bauer, Kathy Ward. Hi, Kathy. How are you? Mrs. Chat's in there. Don Nicholson from Don Nicholson Enterprises and the Marketplace paper. Patty Fix is in there. Hi, Patty. How are you? Lori Goen is in there. Let's see. I know I'm going to slaughter this name. Donna Canazzoni. How are you? Thanks for joining us tonight. Appreciate it. All right. Just a quick reminder, our show does stream live every Thursday evening at 8 p.m. So we hope you'll set aside some time to join us, and be sure to invite your friends to join in as well. Also, if you go to our Facebook page, be sure to follow us, and you'll be reminded whenever our show is streaming live. And while you're there, feel free to leave us a review. We would really appreciate it. You can also get more information, like I said, by contacting us as well by our visiting our website at gccommunitychat.com. And a quick note, we will be off next Thursday for Thanksgiving, November 26th. So please mark your calendars, and we will see you back here December 3rd. Okay, let's introduce our guest for tonight. Seems he's been on so many times lately, he should be a co-host. Please welcome Garden City Mayor Randy Walker. Hey, Mayor, how you doing?
Good. How you doing, Kerry?
Good. So, everybody is well, doing good. You're safe and everything?
Yep. Everybody's doing good.
Good. So let's talk about the COVID numbers, and also the 3-week pause that's been put on effect yesterday by the state.
Governor mandates. Yeah. Let's start off. Yeah. I'll start off with the numbers. Today, the state of Michigan had 7,592 new cases, 134 deaths, with 61 of those being an update in the vital records. And for the year, the state of Michigan has had 8,324 deaths as of today. Wow. Garden City had 17 new cases today, and we're still sitting at 17 deaths. We've been on that for several months now. That's a good sign. Our deaths haven't been going up. There is definitely an increase in people getting testing positive. But again, there's a lot more testing going on. So you're going to have more positive cases, but it's definitely on the uptick right now.
Mm-hmm. So go ahead and tell us what's open as far as during this pause now. What's open in the city and
Okay, well,
like City Hall is closed, yet it isn't closed.
Well, we had one City Hall employee test positive.
Mm-hmm.
We she immediately quarantined, and the girl that works in the same area as her, we sent her home for 14 days to quarantine.
Mm-hmm.
And other than that, the City Hall is open for business. You must wear a mask. We are social distancing, but you can also take care of your business online on the website, or drop your bills off in the purple box and not even have to enter the building. But if you do need to enter the building, you can. We just ask you definitely got to have a mask on and social distancing.
Right.
As far as Parks and Rec, we had 2 employees test positive. They're off quarantine, but then the governor mandate came out and said we had to close the ice rinks anyway. So
yeah,
the ice rinks, there's nobody working there. It's closed.
Mm-hmm.
And same thing at the Maplewood Center. We had 1 employee test positive. And again, because of the governor's mandate, the Maplewood Center is closed. The food pantry is the only thing that's open. And if you're in need of food, it's by appointment only.
Mm-hmm.
But we can still service the people that need food. But that is the only thing operating at the Maplewood Center right now.
Mm-hmm.
Moving on to DPS, we had 1 employee there test positive, and the 2 employees that worked with him, they're also quarantined due to potential contact. So with outsiders, so we got 3 of them in quarantine. Garden City Police Department, we had 1 officer test positive, and several officers that work around him are also quarantined. So the officers we do have working are working a lot of overtime.
Yeah.
These guys are quarantined. And I want to remind people, we always have a mutual aid with Westland, Dearborn Heights, Inkster.
So we're all covered.
We're always, if we need help, we help them out. They help us out. So
right.
We're in no panic mode. Just the officers we do have are working a lot of hours.
Mm-hmm.
We do have several on quarantine.
Right.
The city has taken this very seriously. Employees have been sent home immediately when we find out they tested positive, and anyone that worked around them as well. So we're getting through it. We're taking the steps that we have to take.
Right.
Just like everybody else in the state and everybody else in the country, you gotta
Mm-hmm.
you gotta be smart about it. You gotta mask up. You gotta social distance.
Exactly.
You gotta wash your hands frequently. But people are still going to test positive. It's just a fact. So you got to deal with it.
Right.
Everybody wants it to end. That's for sure.
Now the council meetings, are they still going to be in person, or how's that going to work?
This next one, because of the council, we go by the size of the room.
Right.
The council chamber is a very big room. So, and we're sitting at a real big table. The council members can social distance, and then the few people that we have, 7 to 10 people, they have to wear masks, and then we got several pews. They can social distance out in the audience. But yeah, because of the size of the room, we're still going to go live, but that could change in the future if we start getting a lot of people coming to the meetings. But a lot of people, when you're on Zoom, they don't know how to figure it out. They want to talk, they can't. So we're trying to stay open as best we can, as long as we can do it safe. And again, because of the size of the room, we feel we can do that. Because when you go to Zoom, you cut so many people out that can't participate.
Right. Yeah, it is a big room, so yeah, there shouldn't be any problem there. Just want to mention Steve Douglas is in there watching us. How you doing, Steve? Also, Don Nicholson, Mayor, mentioned that Benny and the Jet, Benny. Yep. Benny Jet was just diagnosed positive. He's having breathing issues, but so far he's at home and doing all right. Well, our prayers go out to Benny. All right, let's talk about the roads. Roads are all done. Were you pleased? Not pleased?
Pleased in a lot of areas. In some areas not, and we will deal with those contractors. Mm-hmm. Some of them will not get invited back to bid. You learn more each year you do. This is year 2.
Right.
Remember, it's a 5-year plan.
Yeah.
I'm going to be honest with you. There's so much road work in Michigan. Our roads are terrible all over the place.
Yeah.
So these contractors are taking contracts in various cities. So they'll come and work in your city for a week,
Mm-hmm.
to show you, hey, we're working. And then they disappear for a week and they go to Westland for a week. Then they go to Livonia for a week, and then they come back to Garden. And we want them to stay until you get done, then go to Westland. Then go. And
can they do that commitment?
What's that?
Can they make that commitment? I mean,
we're going to try to put it in writing for next year, because we find out that's what they're doing a lot of times. They're bouncing all over the place, and nobody likes living through construction. Your roads tore up,
Right.
And we got to put up with the weather days when they can't work anywhere.
Sure.
So besides the weather days, a lot of times they're just going to these other cities that they accepted contracts, and they're just, making their circle, and it takes the whole summer for all 3 cities to get the roads done. So
yeah, they're stretching themselves thin.
Yeah. But I've had them do a lot of redos that I didn't like, not just me and the inspectors, like they did Hubbard by Marquette. Wasn't drained properly. If you go down and look at Hubbard right by Marquette, they had to cut out a section of asphalt, redo it, because it was too high, and the water wouldn't run to the sewer. And then same thing at right off of Ford Road in Hubbard, they had to redo a section.
Jeez.
I had them redo a section of cement on Maplewood down across from the soccer field at the Maplewood Center. So they redid a section on Lathers that was done 2 years ago. But there's a big pothole. I said, 2 years later, I got a pothole. So they saw cut it out and put new cement in. So that's the purpose why I drive around. I catch a lot of stuff like that.
Yeah.
We're learning each year. Going to try to put some more verbiage where they state that they're done.
Now, we were talking before you come on air, and there were some people that want to know if any of the roads will be reassessed before next year.
We pretty much know the roads we're doing, because when Hennessy assessed them, our engineering, they graded them A through E being the worst. So the roads that were E roads two years ago are E plus. I mean, so we know we still got to get to them. There could be some roads that were B roads that are now C roads, but we pretty much know which direction we're going. But yeah, I mean, if something major happened to a road, we'd have to reassess it. But we're keeping good tabs on it. We pretty much know where we're going.
Okay.
So, and I hope the residents can see the difference in these last 2 years. I mean, we're making good progress, and again, we got three more years. So you figure at the end of 5 years, our roads are going to look really nice. And again, I keep saying this: the property values will go up when you got nice roads. I remember a few years ago, a lady called me. She says, "Mayor, my daughter's graduating from Garden City High School, and we're having a graduation party at our house." And she lived on I believe it was Arcola off of Warren. And she goes, "I got friends and relatives coming from Livonia, South Lyon." And she goes, "I am embarrassed when they come down my street." She goes, they all get out of their car and they go, "What the heck's with your streets?"
I know that street's terrible. It was.
And she goes, she goes, "It's embarrassing to have company come to our house because of our streets." And I said, "I agree with you 100%. And we've been knocking these roads out. And I tell you what, now I go talk to these people that got brand new cement or brand new asphalt or new chip seal. Thank you. I love it. It's a pain living through the construction.
Right.
And that's just something you got to put up with, the orange barrels, just like going down the highway.
But when in the long run, it's going to be
when it's done, you're happy.
Right. Hey, Mayor, Lynn Hammond wants to thank you for following up on the intersection at Farmington and Pardo. It looks great.
Yep. No problem.
Yep.
I went by their house. I went by Mike Jones to make sure he got his approach done. Yeah. I'm out there pretty much every day.
I see you.
being retired, that's one thing I can do is
more time. Yep.
Check on these roads, and that's what I do. So
Mrs. Chat wants to know, can the contracts include a time limit clause? If they don't finish by a certain date, they are paid less, and or if they finish early.
We're definitely going in that direction.
Yeah, that'd be the way to go. Hold their feet to the fire.
Yep.
All right, let's talk about how about McDonald's?
Okay,
Looking
I got
good.
some good news. McDonald's passed their final inspections today and got their C of O today,
Oh boy.
and they are opening next Wednesday, the day before Thanksgiving.
No way.
Yep.
They're early.
Yep. They will be open next Wednesday. I got that from them today.
Wow.
They, like I said, they passed all their inspections today. They got their C of O,
Uh-huh.
and they said we will open next Wednesday.
Yeah, I got to admit, it is one of the better looking McDonald's
Oh, it's beautiful.
in the area for sure.
And I'm not picking on Westland, but you look at the one down at Radcliffe and Ford Road, it looks like a cardboard box. I mean,
it looks
I
like
mean-
a bunker.
Yeah, and we would
That's
never allow
great.
that in our downtown district. We wanted to match the Hershey brick,
Hmm.
and we wanted the 2-story look to match like Orange Jewelers.
Right.
It's not 2 stories, but it looks like it's 2
Yeah, it
stories.
does. It does.
It's a false second floor,
Right.
but that's the heart of our downtown. We wanted it to look right, and we went round and round with them, and that was the final. And it's fantastic. It's got the double drive-through.
Mhm.
You can enter off Ford Road. You can enter off Middle Belt. It's a beautiful building. Nice parking. It's nice.
Yeah.
And I haven't been inside yet, but the building inspectors tell me that they've never seen nothing like it. They said, "Oh my gosh, it's state of the art. All the equipment
Yeah.
inside the kitchen." They said it's unbelievably state of the art. So
Hey,
I'm
guess
looking
who's in
forward
there?
to. I'm
Kelly
looking forward to my tour.
Kelly Kerwin's in there. She said it looks great.
Yep.
Mayor Pro Tem Kelly Kerwin.
Yep.
And Checkers is looking good too.
Checkers is coming along. Building and department told me today they should be open in 2 or 3 weeks.
Oh wow. Yeah, they flew through that too. I'm
And
still
then,
a little leery about the entering and exiting over there though.
It's going to be tight. I've said that from the start, but
Yeah, that's going to be tight. We'll have to see how that goes.
yep, it's going to be real tight. And then the hair salon at Ford and Deering is coming along.
Yeah.
They're looking to open it in early 2021. There's a new cell phone store on Inkster Road, just north of Cherry Hill. That's going to be opening soon.
Mhm.
And then Good Burger on Inkster Road they're totally regutting that.
Oh
I
really?
think they bought the building next to it. And they're expanding. They're
Oh,
looking to open early in 2021. So
wow.
for a COVID year,
Not
uh,
bad.
we got a lot of new businesses opening up, and that's incredible for
Right.
during COVID. So
And several of the restaurants now are closing in dining, but they are having carry out and curb service. And
but yeah, you have the
Delivery.
governor's mandate right now
Yeah.
is carry out only.
right. Let's get into some of the holiday stuff. Unfortunately, the tree lighting is going to be postponed, huh? Due to
Yeah,
COVID.
because when you jam that many people in the Commons corner and then all the singers and the choir,
Yep.
yeah, people are going to be shoulder to shoulder. Even though it's outdoor, we felt, and this was the DDA, Kim Dole, and the
Right. Decision.
we just decided at the DDA meeting this last week that we should cancel.
Yep.
And as you know, they canceled the Sandland Parade as well, and that was mainly because usually we have 80 or 90 participants in the parade.
Right.
You're talking only getting 35 and 40 because of COVID. The
Yeah.
schools are closed. There's no marching bands. I mean,
Exactly.
so why have a parade when it's going to be so small? And people that are afraid to come because of COVID. So you're not going to have nobody lying in the street on Middle Belt. So it
Yep.
just made sense due to participation, due to the small attendance, just
Mhm.
to cancel it for this year and have a big 60th Sandland Parade next year.
Yeah, I think we're ready to cancel 2020 altogether. That's for sure.
And the other thing was, you always ask businesses for money to sponsor, and this is the wrong year
Yeah.
to be asking businesses to kick in money for a parade
Should
when
be
they're
supporting them now.
when they're hurting. So all the way around, it was the right thing to cancel the Sandland Parade.
Yep. But hey, we still can look forward to the Santa ride though, right?
Yeah, the Santa Ride is going to happen December 17th,
Mhm.
starting at 6:30 p.m.
Okay.
The route will be on City of Garden City on Facebook. It'll be on our website page. But
What time to start?
6:30 on December 17th.
Okay. All right.
And that's where
something we can look
that's where the
forward to.
kids run out to the curb in front of their house.
Right. And yeah,
Yeah.
there's a regular route that you'll be taking. So,
Yep.
Um,
This is our third annual, and it gets bigger every year.
wow. 3
Kids
years
love
already? Jesus.
Yeah, this is the third one.
And we got a new walking track in the park, eh? You went on that?
I actually walked it today. Brand new asphalt, 1.2 miles all the way around. It's painted, showing which direction to walk, which direction to ride a bike.
Oh, wow.
I actually walked it today, and it looked really nice. So
Cool.
nice flat surface. Put money and I think we got some grant money. I think in the spring we're going to have new playground equipment for Garden City Park as well.
Oh, nice.
So
Nice.
we're making improvements.
A lot of
here and
progress. A lot of progress.
here and there. Yeah. So
Hey, LA Fitness is still set
LA
to break
Fitness
ground.
told us they're going to break ground in spring, providing everything is back to,
COVID.
the gyms are open right now. But what if that changes?
Yes.
If the gyms close back up,
Yep.
then they got no revenue coming in. They're not going to do no money coming in, no money going out. So
Mm-hmm.
right now the gyms are open. So they said in spring they will start construction. They're not going to start right now before winter because you can't get no work done with the snow.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Let me see here. Don Nicholson said he's going to be picking up the Goodfellow papers from the printer on Monday. So that's cool.
Okay.
And
I'm trying to I think that's all I had written down unless you got anything for me.
Kelly Kerwin, she says if anyone wants to donate to the food pantry, she's still doing pickups for them. If you want to take it yourself, drop off on the Balmoral side. Thank you, Kelly. Appreciate that. No, I can't think of anything else. I think we covered quite a bit. Some good information there.
Keep on plugging and stay safe.
Just been a crappy year, all the way around.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do?
Personally, for me, it hasn't been good either. But,
Yeah.
I want to get to 2021 myself. So
Yeah, I hear you. Well, any parting words? Mask up, eh?
mask up, social distance, wash those hands frequently.
Yeah. And well, happy Thanksgiving if I don't see you.
Yeah, same to you. Happy Thanksgiving to everybody in Garden City.
Yeah. All right. We appreciate that. All right. You take care. And thanks for coming on again. You're welcome back anytime.
Okay. Thanks, Gary.
All right. Take care.
Appreciate it.
Yep. Bye. All right. Mayor Walker, some great information there. So we hope that you'll pass that along to everyone. Hey, have you considered being a guest on the show, or maybe someone who might want to be on the show? If so, it's very easy. You can contact us through our website at gccommunitychat.com. Send us your name, email address, and a brief message, and we will get back to you within 24 hours. Or you can message us on Facebook. During this time, you can do the show remotely and safely from the comfort of your home or office, just like we did tonight. Maybe you own a business or belong to an organization and you'd like to share your information with us and the community and the surrounding communities. If so, contact us today and we look forward to hearing from you. All right, let me see what else we got here. Marty Janes, how you doing, Marty? Yep, the Santa ride will continue and go on. We have to have something to look forward to, right? Kelly Kerwin, yeah, 2020. Oof. Terrible. We'll never forget this year, will we? All right, I just want to mention a couple things here. You got this from Lori at the sports venue. They are still going to have their 16th annual free Thanksgiving dinner for seniors. She's been doing that for 16 years. That is unbelievable. That's going to take place Wednesday, November 25th from 2 to 6 p.m. It's going to be curbside pickup and delivery available only. The sports venue is located at 6327 Middle Belt Road in Garden City. They ask you to call Lori with any questions or to set up a delivery at 734-972-5648. Once again, that's the 16th annual free Thanksgiving dinner for seniors. Fantastic job she does. We covered the tree lighting, the annual tree lighting that was scheduled for November 30th will be canceled, but they're hoping to film it live over the internet. I would imagine on Facebook. I'm not sure about that, but you'll be able to watch that. And they're saying Santa may even show up, so hopefully that will happen. The next city council meeting will be held on Monday, November 23rd, 7 p.m. And the mayor said it will be held in the council chambers located at 6,000 Middle Belt Road. They urge all residents to attend. They can still practice social distancing. You won't be admitted without a mask, though, so you got to have your mask. Thanksgiving food distribution will be Monday, November 23rd from 9 a.m. to 7 p.m., and that's going to be at the Maplewood Community Center, 31735 Maplewood in Garden City. First come, first serve, and masks are required, and that is hosted by the Our Home Pantry. And I did want to mention a few more businesses tonight that you guys can support, not only on Small Business Saturday, but every day, and they need your support now more than ever. These are GCBA members, members of the Garden City Business Alliance, so they would really appreciate your support. And I'm going to mention a few tonight, and then I will mention the rest of them December 3rd when we come back after Thanksgiving break. Krupin's Poopin' Scoopin', our good friend Erica Krupin in Westland. The contact number 734-658-1246. Leader Printing and Mailing. They're located at 25034 West Warren in Dearborn Heights. Liberty Tax Service, our friend Mike Walker over there at 29540 Ford Road. Lucky Dog Daycare and Boarding, located at 5. Let's see, this print is really small. Looks like 5821 Middle Belt in Garden City. Stacy Karafotis is the owner. Mark Gutman, who does the Mark Gutman newsletter. You can get a hold of Mark at 248-342-0900. Mars Auto Repair, located at 6940 Middle Belt in Garden City. Also, let's see, Michigan Massage and Professionals, our good friend Barb McConnell. She is located at 9188 Middle Belt in Livonia. Let's see, one more here I want to do. Let's see, Oak Street Health, 27155 Cherry Hill in Inkster. So please go out and support these businesses whenever you can. They would really appreciate that. Let's see, what do I got here? Joe Bartley may not make it tonight, so I'm going to go ahead and announce what he was going to announce. The Garden City Business Alliance Gives Back. This is an event that they are hosting. It's going to be hosted November 28th from 10 to 2 p.m. And they will be collecting non-perishable items or cash donations for the Garden City Home Pantry. Also, they will be selling papers for the Goodfellows. They're going to be selling the Goodfellows papers that Don mentioned. He's going to be picking those up on Monday. And this is going to be a drive-through event. So you just stay in your car and drive through, and it's going to be held at the Straight Farmhouse parking lot at 6221 Merriman Road in Garden City. Once again, that's a GCBA Gives Back, November 28th from 10 to 2 p.m. Great cause, great cause. So we appreciate that. Joe Bartley. Joe is actually working tonight. He works at, he not only does taxes, J&J Taxes and more, but he also works at GM in Toledo, Ohio, actually. So he was going to try and call in if he had time. But if not, I understand he's totally busy probably. So we will let him off the hook for sure. Let's see. I think that's pretty much all I have for tonight. Going to be a short one, I guess. With that said, I think we're going to call this a podcast. Special thanks to Garden City Mayor Randy Walker. And we'll say hi to Joe wherever he is. Also, thanks to my fantastic co-host, Dr. Tom Iwinski. Tom, you still on the phone?
Yeah, I'm still here just in case you needed some co-hosting. I did want to mention one little thing that
Yeah.
you kind of missed.
Right.
It was something recent the DDA posted about.
Mhm.
And it's a good way, in my opinion, for them to really support the local businesses.
Oh,
During
yeah,
this struggling
yeah.
time. I didn't know if you saw that, but
Yeah.
do you guys want to win $500? I mean, this is an easy way to do it.
Yeah,
basically, what you're going to do is you're going to shop or dine locally anywhere within the DDA district, which
Right.
is Ford Road between Harrison and Henry Ruff,
Mhm.
and Middle Belt between Maplewood and Box.
Mhm.
And you know a lot of those businesses.
Oh, yeah.
There's so many in there. I can't even name them all.
Absolutely.
And basically, what you're going to do is you go there, you eat or dine or whatever, and then you have your receipt. Keep the receipt. You're
Mhm.
going to turn your receipt into the DDA office in person, which is at 29213 Ford Road, just east of Middle Belt Road.
Yep.
Or if you don't want to go, you can email it also to Teresa at downtowngardencity.com. And make sure it includes your name and your phone number on the receipt. And this contest, I believe, is going through the 18th of November all the way through the 17th of December. So you have some time to do this.
Right.
And the winner will be announced on the 17th of December. So
Yeah.
that's a good way, in my opinion, for them to really kind of reach out and really make us in a way to shop locally and dine locally, because you and I know that without local businesses, we don't really have much of a city.
Exactly. They are the backbone of the community. That's for sure. I'm so glad you mentioned that. Yeah, that just I'm
Yeah, that's something new though. So a lot of people might not know about it. So
Right.
if you want more information, it's on, I believe, Downtown Garden City Facebook page.
Right, Downtown Garden
talk
City
more
Facebook.
about.
Right, all the information's there. I think there's even a map of their area. So
Yep.
yeah, you're going to want to do that. So yeah, support the in the DDA business district and also the GCBA members as well. So we appreciate that. Anything else you got?
Other than that, enjoy the Thanksgiving holiday break. I mean,
Yeah.
the weather's going to be good over that end of that week, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. It's going to be nice, dry. Temperatures will be a little chilly on the side, though, be in the 40s, but it will be dry, so that's some good news. So
Mhm.
enjoy it and stay safe.
Yeah, thank you for sure. Realtor Aaron Baker just popped in there. How you doing, Aaron? Thank you, Kathy. Appreciate that. Kathy says, great show, Tom and Carrie. Always appreciated. Great job, Tom. I will see you December 3rd. You have a great Thanksgiving.
Sounds good, buddy. You as well.
And say hi to your family and your mom and everyone, okay?
Will do. Stay safe.
All right. And thanks to all of you for your support and watching and listening to us every week. We really appreciate it. Remember, this show will be available right after we sign off tonight on facebook.com/GCChat, and then a little later on our YouTube channel at youtube.com/communitychatshow. Be sure to click on the red subscribe button on the YouTube channel. It would really be appreciated. Check them out, especially if you tuned in late tonight. Had a lot of good information from the mayor, so I want you to check that out. And as always, what we do at the end of the show, we want to thank all of our healthcare workers, first responders, police and fire, everyone on the front lines who serve and protect us every day. It's really getting crazy again out there. So we just want to thank them and be safe. And we want you to know that your families and you are in our thoughts and prayers every day. And when you see any of these heroes, please let them know how much you appreciate them. It goes a long way, okay? All right, remember, the success of a community depends on the community. So please support your local businesses. And let's see, Aaron Baker, hit that like button, folks. Thanks, Aaron. Appreciate that. Going to have to get you back on the show again, too. All right, so please support your local businesses. We named several tonight, and next time we're on, December 3rd, we'll finish up that list. But please support them safely. That means maintain your distance and mask up. They need that support now more than ever. Support them when you can. And if you see something, say something. Look out for one another out there. For all your weather information, be sure to head on over to DapperTomsWeather.com. He's got a great user-friendly website over there. We will see you back here December 3rd live right here on Facebook. We hope that you'll join us. We want to wish everyone a safe and happy Thanksgiving. We know it's going to be a difficult one this year, but you have a lot more Thanksgivings ahead of you to sacrifice this Thanksgiving so that you can celebrate next Thanksgiving with loved ones will be well worth it. Believe me. Oh, hey, there's Joe. Let's get Joe in here. Hey, Joe, how you doing?
Hey, Gary. Hey, everybody. How you doing?
All right. I didn't know if you were coming on or not, and I just mentioned the GCBA Give Back, but go ahead if you want to mention it again.
Sure. Okay, so we wanted to give back to the community. There's no parade this year. So unfortunately we're missing out on that. And during these times, there's going to be a lot of people that need help. So we wanted to focus on, the Garden City Home Pantry,
Right.
as well as the Goodfellows, of course. So we will be collecting non-perishables from 10 to 2 on Saturday, the 28th. That's the day that usually the parade is.
Mhm.
And it's going to be in the Garden City Historical Museum or Straight Farmhouse parking lot.
Yep.
So you don't even have to get out of your vehicle. We'll be there. The e-board will be there, and we'll collect your donations for either food and or the Goodfellows. So, we just
Awesome.
ask for everyone to, for their support. We know there's going to be a lot of need, especially with the way things are going and look like they maybe getting worse. But
Yeah.
So we ask, step up and help our fellow Garden City people out in any way you
Yeah.
can.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's not looking good. The numbers are not looking good at all. So we need everybody to step up. That's for sure, right?
Right, exactly. And these, kind of going off on a rabbit trail a little bit, but these businesses, these local businesses, they're hurting, and we really need to make an effort to support these businesses. The restaurants are really bad. We need to try to do the carry out, do the whatever we can do if they have delivery, and find out exactly which ones are and support these local restaurants. McDonald's, Burger King, Taco Bell, they're gonna be okay.
Yeah. They'll weather it better.
These places, like, we've got some great restaurants, that are GCBA members. Sports venue, Eddie's, Golden Feather, CJ's, Big Boys. They're all Garden City Business Alliance members, and they're going to need our help. So call,
Yep.
And remember, we might have waitresses that maybe they usually used to working on tips. So remember to throw a little bit extra in there.
Right.
It's because it's gonna be rough. It's gonna be a rough month, and especially with Christmas, the holidays coming. We need to offer as much help as we can, and we can do that.
Yes.
By supporting our local businesses.
Yes. Exactly. Yeah, I've been reading off most of the names of the GCBA members the last couple of weeks. So I still have a few left. I'm going to name them December 3rd when we come back.
Yeah.
But they need our help. They're not getting any relief from the feds.
No, Washington is no help whatsoever.
None.
For the small businesses. Even when they had the first round of stimulus and everything.
Yeah.
Most of it went to the big corporations.
Yeah. A lot of it.
And us little people, some people, they threw them a little bone, but
they don't last forever.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
And it's really serious, and I don't think sometimes people realize how serious it can be.
It's really bad. It really is.
In these restaurants, I was in the restaurant. We've talked before for 20 years, and I went full circle. And I owned a couple, and let me tell you, I struggled. I struggled during good times.
It is. It's tough. It is really tough to make a living out there if you own your own business.
Yeah.
It's a lot of stress too.
It is, and I know sometimes it's a little easier to order from Amazon or Walmart.
Yep.
Or you
Yep.
know, I mean, it's easier. Sometimes you save a few, a little bit of money, a few pennies that way.
Yep.
But
Gotta do
Amazon
what you gotta do.
isn't supporting the community like some of these local businesses do. Every
Right.
year.
Right. Now put your other hat on, Joe. Your J&J Taxes hat. Any information there? Some scams are going around now again.
There's always so many scams. The thing to remember is that no one's ever going to ask you to pay a bill with gift cards.
Right.
But it happens.
Yes, it does.
And people have gotten taken in by that.
Especially your seniors.
Exactly. Yep. So and we continue to say it, but people still, I mean, I get calls all the time myself.
Be
Either
aware.
The Social Security, where they say your account's been breached, or
yeah,
or the IRS, you owe money, they're going to come and arrest you.
Right.
But
yeah,
you just need to hang up on those.
It's people. Sad. It really is.
Yeah, and they do. They target the seniors.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's sad, but. I think we're going to have another interesting tax year. So most of my tax colleagues that I talked to around the country said that this last year was the worst tax year they've ever had.
Really?
With everything going on, it was it was tough.
Mm-hmm.
So
Don Nicholson says the county has a new grant available to restaurants for fixing up outdoor seating with heaters.
Yeah.
So they may want to check into that at the county.
The people need to really, the small business really need to explore all of those. Opportunities, because there's stuff out there. And
there is some money. Yeah.
Yeah. The thing that's hard, sometimes there's a lot of red tape, and a lot of times people don't want to go through it, but it could be worth it in the long run.
Yes.
And so it's just. We definitely need to explore all those avenues and get any help that we can get,
Yeah.
And hopefully at some point, Washington will wise up and realize that, we're, the small time businesses and the small towns are sinking, and give some relief.
Well, like I said earlier, the small businesses are the backbone of the communities, and they need all the support and they need all the help they can get. Exactly. And without some kind of CARES package or stimulus, I don't know how they're going to survive.
Right. I mean, nobody wants to live in an area where you go down their main streets and all the buildings are boarded up.
Right.
That's not a good look.
No.
People don't want to, that's your property values are going to decline.
Yep.
It's a circle. It's a vicious circle.
Yeah, and your taxes will go up because if they're not paying that tax,
right.
Right, they got to get the money somewhere.
Yeah, it is.
It's a vicious circle.
Right. Mm-hmm. Right. But yeah. So everyone, please come out to Straight Farmhouse, which is on Merriman. I don't have the address off the top of my head, but
6221 Merriman.
What is it?
6221 Merriman.
Okay, and that's that's north of Ford and south of Warren.
Yes.
And by the way, which is a little gym. If anyone ever has any extra time, a few minutes just to go through the historical museum, it's a pretty neat place. But
it is.
But that's another story. But yeah, we're going to be on the parking lot 10 to 2. Bring some non-perishable food for the Garden City food bank, and also maybe a couple dollars for Goodfellows paper.
Yeah, you're going to be selling Goodfellows paper, and any kind of monetary donation is welcome too.
Exactly.
Right.
So we're going to be out there.
Good weather.
What's that?
Let's pray for good weather that day.
I was just going to say, hopefully the weather cooperates. Us old fat guys aren't good in the snow.
It's like a yo-yo, man, up and down this weather.
Oh, I know it. But
So how are things going there in Toledo?
It's going well. We have had a little spike in our COVID cases in the plant too.
Okay.
People just refuse to take it seriously.
I know. I don't get it.
And we've had people, and they've actually, I don't know how much I should talk about that, but we've actually had people that they've thrown out of here fired
Oh,
because they've tested positive for COVID and they've come to work.
oh,
And,
come on.
well, I can't afford to be off.
Are you
And it's
serious?
like, come on,
Wow.
I mean,
No regards for nobody.
right, exactly, and that's a lot of the problems
How selfish.
that we have is that it's such a me attitude now.
Yeah, yeah.
And people don't think of others.
That's terrible.
So-
Terrible. Wow.
So
Well, I'm glad you're doing all right. You're feeling good and staying safe. You and the wife and family doing good.
everyone's good. Yep.
All right.
Yeah.
Knock on wood.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, look, I'm glad you made it in. I didn't want to put any pressure on you, but
yeah. Not much.
well, these gray-haired, grumpy guys.
yeah. Yeah, I wasn't sure with the job, the way,
Yeah.
I mean, I think most people probably know, besides J&J Taxes and more, I've got another year or so at General Motors, and
Yep.
so I've got a new position, so I'm busier. I'm not just running a machine anymore.
Takes up a little more of your time.
So I never know where I'm going to be exactly.
Right. Right.
So,
Well, we appreciate you coming on, Joe, and I'm going to let you go so you can get back to whatever you have to do.
Well, thank you, and everyone out there, have a nice Thanksgiving.
Yep.
And you, Carrie, and your family.
Thank you.
Cheryl, and
You too.
stay safe and try to do what we have to do. So that we can do it maybe better next year.
Like they say, we're all in this together, right?
That's right.
All right.
All
Well, look,
right.
happy Thanksgiving to you and stay safe, all right?
Thank you. Sounds good.
All
See
right, take
everybody.
care. All right,
Bye.
bye. All right. Joe from J&J Taxes and More. Good guy. Good guy. You ever need a tax man, that's the guy to get right there. He does our taxes and we're very pleased with him. Don Nicholson says he remembers sitting on ice blocks for outdoor seating in Quebec. Oh boy. Yeah, I can't even imagine that, Don. Wow. Don says we are working on our events for 2021. Not sure what we will be doing to advertise this year, since we usually start on January 1st and Autorama. Wow. Yeah. For those that don't know, Don Nicholson is the car cruise guru, I call him. Yeah, he's been on our show several times, good friend of the show, and does a great job. So he's been hurting too with this COVID. So we all need to work together to get these numbers down, and hopefully we will. So look, everybody stay safe, mask up, keep your physical distance. And like I said, I know it's going to be a tough Thanksgiving for everybody, but we're at my house, it's just going to be me and Cheryl. We're not going to have the family over. It's hard. If you can Zoom or do something on the internet with them, that would be great. But just remember, we got a lot more Thanksgivings to celebrate. So stay safe so we can celebrate all together next year. All right. So until next time, I want to thank everybody for listening. Stay safe, mask up, and take care. Good night. See ya.